Now, KOAT, Action 7 News live at 10. Breaking news is happening now.
The breaking news, we now know who the victims are from that tragic shooting at Aztec High School today. 2 students and the shooter are dead. Within the last few minutes here, investigators released the names of the 2 students. This is Casey Jordan Marquez, although she went by just Casey Jordan. Francisco Fernandez was also killed. They have not given us the name of the suspect yet.
We have crews in Aztec tonight following the latest, and we have team coverage with new reaction from students, families, and friends of victims. And we're working to get answers to many questions, including why this happened. We start with Action 7 News reporter Megan Cruz.
And she has this heartbreaking interview with people who knew Casey best. It's an interview you'll see only on 7.
It is pain like few of us have ever felt.
I really feel like this is a bad dream. And I'm really hoping to go home and it's not real. But I know when I get home that Casey's not going to be there. And that's devastating.
This is Tori Riddick, Casey Jordan's best friend. They met at school and bonded over cheerleading. Tonight.
I'm sorry, Tori. I know, Mama. I don't want to go to her funeral.
She called me. She was crying, and she was crying really hard, and I couldn't understand her. And she said, Mom, Casey's dead.
I texted her as soon as I knew the shooting was going on. And I was like, Casey, please tell me you're okay. And I didn't hear anything back.
Jennifer says her daughter and Casey were like 2 peas in a pod. She says she often thought of Casey as a second daughter.
Did she used to come over all the time?
She used to come over, yeah.
Oh,
yeah, she didn't even knock anymore. She would just walk in and, hi, Mom.
As she glances through photos with me of Tori and Casey.
There are no words. And it's hard, and I've been crying all day, off and on. Because the night reality sets in, and I have to face that Casey's dead, and she's not going to come through my door anymore.
Megan Cruz, KOAT, Action 7 News.
Many law enforcement officers are trying to find out what led to the tragic shooting. Action 7 News reporter Chris Gaudaro is live for us at Rio Hondo Road in Aztec, where investigators have been at a home there for several hours. Chris?
Yeah, just minutes ago they all left, but this entire block was lined with police officers and mobile crime labs. So far, no word from law enforcement officials as to what they were doing here, but neighbors said that police told them that the investigation had to do with the Aztec school shooting. Now, we saw Bloomfield Police, Aztec Police, San Juan County Sheriff deputies, and state police officers all coming in and out of this block of Rio Hondo Road. They've set up a mobile crime lab and redirected traffic away from the street for more than 4 hours. Police won't confirm if this is a part of the investigation into the shooter, about trying to learn more about the victims, or some other connection to today's events. Now, when we first got here, a San Juan County deputy told us that this was a classified investigation and we had to move back. We're going to let you know what that investigation was as soon as we get verified information. Until then, live in Aztec, Chris Gaudaro, KOAT Action 7 News.
Students there say it was just terrifying being inside their classrooms. They heard these gunshots get closer and closer. Action 7 News reporter Justin Matthews with more on how students started thinking they may not survive.
What made somebody come to high school and just shoot random people?
It's the question on everyone's minds. Students at Aztec High School fearing for their lives in the first hour of school Thursday morning.
It's just I never had thought that something like this would ever happen to me. It's just really scary, and it's kind of hard to believe that I'm actually here right now.
Students say the dean came on the loudspeaker and they knew something was serious.
Our teacher instructed us to go to the corner of the room, out of sight of the door, and it sounded, a few minutes after we got in the corner, it sounded like just kids were banging on the lockers outside in the hallway.
But he says that noise grew louder. Then he heard what sounded like shell casings hit the floor.
It was obviously gunshots. And that's when I tensed up.
It was really scary. We were trying to be as quiet as we could, and it was just a traumatic experience. Like I wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy.
The students evacuated campus and were bused to McGee Park here from the high school to be reunited with their families.
So relieving seeing them and knowing that they know I'm safe.
Reporting in Farmington, Justin Matthews, KOAT, Action 7 News.
We wanted to show you exactly where this happened. Aztec is near the New Mexico-Colorado state line. It's about a 4-hour drive from Albuquerque. Here's a look at where the high school is located there in town. The school enrolls just less than 1,000 students, grades 9 through 12. A little more than 6,500 people live in the town of Aztec.
And new at 10, we're hearing dispatch recordings from the first officers to get to the school after this shooting. Action 7 News reporter Sandra Ramirez has those recordings.
Well, we need to go classroom by classroom and remove the kids, move them to the gym.
In these new recordings, we can hear San Juan County deputies searching Aztec High School Thursday morning after reports of an active shooter.
Somebody is advising 2 down. We do have a possible suspect in the 800-900 building.
Police confirming 2 students were killed, and then they find the suspect.
Or I believe I have the suspect. He's 10-7 here in the hall.
That suspect also dead, but investigators are not confirming how he died. Some of the most chilling images coming from students hiding out inside the school during the shooting.
Now all of a sudden we hear another gunshot and it shoots through the class, like in the classroom, through a window.
Heaven Hughes sent us this video of the window in her classroom shattered, telling us just how close that bullet came.
That bullet was 2 feet above one of my classmates' head.
Now the window shot out. I think the officers went inside, I'm not sure.
In this video sent by that same student, you can see the window shattered on this door to the school. And you can see a bullet hole in this second-story window. The town of Aztec still in shock over it all.
I'm just so shocked this happened in such a small town.
Now, all of this started as students were just beginning their school day. Target 7's Nancy Laughlin continues our team coverage with more on how law enforcement sources say it all unfolded.
Police will be out here throughout the night and into the morning, piecing this together, reconstructing this very complicated crime scene. We flew over it in Sky 7 right after the shooting happened, and students were being bused to a safe place. Police cars surrounded Aztec High School, large mobile crime labs out here too. Investigators say they know the name of the shooter, but aren't releasing it yet to the public.
Oh, sorry.
Is the shooter from the student?
Don't know that. We haven't confirmed it yet.
Police would not say who he is and released few details about the chain of events. They did say the first calls into 911 came in at 8 a.m. when school just started, that moments after shots rang out, the school went on lockdown, that police went in through a window of a door to get to the students. A law enforcement source tells ABC News police officers had to shoot through a locked door to enter the school. They ran up a flight of stairs and found the suspected shooter dead. A 9mm pistol and loaded magazines were found near him.
The question was the shooter, I don't know if everybody heard that, took his own life or someone else shot him. At this time, we're just going to hold back because let's let the crime scene people work.
Law enforcement tells me they are having a news conference tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock where they will be releasing more details as to what happened here. In Aztec, Nancy Laughlin, KOAT, Action 7 News.
And tonight, hundreds came together at an Aztec park to remember the lives taken too soon. Action 7 News reporter David Carl was there as friends and family remembered and sang.
I'm pretty shocked still and in shock. I lost a friend today and it's just hard.
Thanks.
Hundreds of students, friends, families in one place. Many of them in tears.
They coming to mourn her and join her. She loved all of you. She loved everybody.
The grandparents of one of the victims, Casey Jordan, remember the girl they loved. For those who didn't lose a friend, a family member, a loved one, tonight was a reminder of how precious and fragile life can be.
That is the scariest thing I have ever had to go through in my whole life, is just having to know that you couldn't get to your kids in time or that you couldn't save them.
And while tonight was for mourning, it was also for honoring those victims gone and coming together as a community.
It was heartwarming since everybody came together.
And those here tonight say there's a lesson to learn in tragedy.
We all need to keep each other up and be there for each other and tell everybody that we love you, because you never know when it's going to be your last day.
Reporting in Aztec, David Carl, KOAT Action 7 News.
Governor Susana Martinez was in Aztec today to pay her respects, and she took time to recognize some heroes, too.
The chief of police of Aztec, he is one of my heroes. He walked in. He made sure to get in there before this was a more deadly event.
And she also said she did get a call from the White House today, and the Trump administration offered their condolences.
This morning was terrifying for parents, of course, as well, as they waited to be reunited with their children. Today, we talked to Wade Parker. His son Garrett was at Aztec High School when it happened.
His classroom was literally what happened, ended up right in the hall beside his classroom, and he said as they were leaving the classroom, his teacher instructed them not to look to the right when they walked out of the classroom because there was a body in the floor. And he did confirm that. He said, yes, they walked by someone that was obviously deceased in the floor of the hallway. He said he heard the shots start further down the hall, and it sounded like a locker slamming, and then he knew what it was. Having been around guns his whole life, and so they were in the corner, sheltered in place, and he said it got closer until it was literally right outside his door when he heard the last shot.